Wisława Szymborska? Who's that? No, her name is Wisława Szymborska. Wisława was born on July 2nd, 1923 in the small town of Bnin, now known as Kornik, located in western Poland. 2 years or so later, her and her family moved to Krakow, which is where she lived most of her life. She went on to study Polish literature and sociology at Jagiellonian University. This brief period of study between 1945 and 1948 introduced her into the literary scene of Krakow and where she met Czesław Miłosz, who influenced her early works. Her first two volumes of poetry, Dlaczego się ziemi, That's Why We Are Alive, and Questioning Yourself, had been conforming to the literary composition known as socialist realism, which is a vague term to describe her earlier works as it doesn't really have a set metric or baseline to describe it. She went on to disown these works as she remarked that it did not show her true poetic intentions. Her later volumes, such as Wołanie Diety, contained a more personal style of poetry where she would often denounce communism. She often wrote about the hidden truths, secret solaces, and often gargantuan problems that lie in mundane, everyday problems in these later volumes. But in 1996, the worst thing that could happen to anyone happened to Wisława. She won a Nobel Prize for Literature. That's right. This was described as the worst thing that could have happened in Wisława's later life, nicknamed the Noble Tragedy by her friends. This reaction was due to the fact that Wisława led a modest and quiet lifestyle when she unexpectedly was nominated and received the award, and then a wave of phone calls and interview, which then led to her receding from the spotlight and took a couple years off of writing before she could publish another work. Tragically, on February 1st of 2012, Wisława passed away due to complications with lung cancer at the age of 88. And I will now recite one of my favorite poems from late poet Wisława Szymborska, named Cat in an Empty Apartment. Die. You can't do that to a cat. Since what can a cat do in an empty apartment? Climb the walls? Rub up against the furniture? Nothing seems different here, but nothing is the same. Nothing's been moved, but there's more space. And at nighttime, no lamps are lit. Footsteps on the staircase, but they're new ones. The hand that puts fish on the saucer has changed too. Something doesn't start at its usual time. Something doesn't happen as it should. Something was always here, then suddenly disappeared, and suddenly disappeared. Every closet has been examined. Every shelf has been explored. Excavations under the carpet turned up nothing. Commandment was even broken. Paper scattered everywhere. What remains to be done? Just sleep and wait. Just wait till he turns up. Just wait. Just let him show his face. Will he ever get a lesson on what to do to a cat? Sidle towards him as if unwilling, and ever so slow, unvisibly offended pause. And no leaps or squeals, at least to start.